Hey guys, I'm RozaldVane and welcome back to another RozVlog. So, it's been a while since the last one, but today is a very special RozVlog, or a semi-special RozVlog. It's not the 5th year anniversary of this channel, but the 4th year, based on the title. Today marks the 4th year of RozaldVaneGAME. The channel has existed since of today, July 17, 2013 was when I started, and 2017 is the current year that we're on. One more year and we'll hit the 5-year, and that would be the most specialist of the special RozVlog I would have to make for that particular thing. But yeah, it's been 4 years in the making for this channel, and 4 years of me just changing from a shy little guy to more commentated, more I don't think I would call myself enthusiastic or positive kind of guy, but just a typical me like I am today. But yeah, basically it's been 4 years, like 4 years. This channel has been going for 4 years, but of course I did skip out like a bit of months, like 8 months in total since of the last anniversary or the last summer, because or not 8 months, 5 months to be exact. 8 months will be coming in this after this summer's over. It's gonna be like an 8-month almost hiatus, but it also has like a little break between like the year kind of thing, like transitioning from year. I will be here, of course, and still be recording a little bit for the time being. But, of course, that's not the point here. The point here is that I'm going to be talking about a bit about the channel and kind of bringing back up to speed and my thoughts and stuff like that coming into this channel and such. So I want to start off with the past. So in the past, this channel had... Well, this is not my first channel to begin with. My first channel was called Poly456. And that was not I've already explained this before, but that channel had a lot of tough things that it went through that kind of today, like in my mind back then, probably didn't think of. But today I realized that it was probably called an experimental channel. It was kind of an experiment to see what I needed to do, what I need to avoid, what I need to figure out for my new channel and such before the change up into this channel. Of course, you might see some of the contents that are previously in that older channel based on the playlist, like the oldest playlist in 2013's like slots. Some of them include Amnesia: The Dark Descent, Far Cry 3, Happy Wheels was like the first series I've made on the channel, and previous channel I mean. But yeah, that was basically that. Like I started in June actually, but I usually mark my years on this channel now because I think that it's gonna be easier for me to keep track of based on this channel only, except instead of like having a experience kind of thing, because that doesn't really officially categorize me as a video maker in that sense for me. So yeah, we started off in Poly456. Mistakes I made in that channel did not get brought over to this one, and the mistakes I've noted in the past channel was the name itself, because it didn't represent me. So I changed it to this name, RozaldVaneGAME, because it was entirely influenced by my real name, and it's entirely influenced by Markiplier's like little theme logo that says Markiplier Game, if you haven't seen it there. And then there is the reason that there was like sub for sub that I did back then that I didn't know entirely that it was a stupid idea to have it. And then there was spamming advertisements and self-advertisements, the exact goal of why I had that channel to begin with, and copyright stuff that was in there, and so on and so forth. List goes on and on. The reason why I had to move on from that was the toxicity or the toxicness that I created in myself in that channel, and I wanted to move forward without it. So then I moved forward, started a new channel, made a new Gmail account, and like, this is the channel. This is the proper channel that I wanted to start on, and I did. And it has gotten me pretty far since then. Early on in the days, of course, I started with like comedy gaming. Like comedy gaming was the first place that I started realizing I should research more on YouTube and kind of understand this knowledge before going further into this channel and making more content and stuff like that. Or as I'm going, I want to learn more about this whole world of YouTube kind of stuff. So while being in comedy gaming, of course, I also met new friends, one of which is still currently still with us today, which is Holy Pika, who used to be called Multi-Ethnicity. His whole ordeal kind of was like going through his process of being a new name and doing the things he wanted to do, and he's still searching for it right now, so that's probably what it is. And I miss all the other old friends that I met over there. But the forums has since been shut down since of 2014 or 15, I forgot when, one of those years. And then I started expanding to different forums, different places I had to go to, try to explore more of different content, different people, try to share my content as well to other people who might not have seen my content before. And currently today, of course, I have a different mindset. Like, moving up to the present, I have a whole separate different mindset that I used to have, where I was like, I gotta share, I gotta have people check my channel, like kind of like the spam advertisement, which I didn't do at all anymore. Like, I never do it at all. I barely do any of that at all to begin with. I mean, I just have an automatic system that shoots out on the Twitter and Facebook stuff, but that's just entirely automatic. I don't even do anything like that anymore, or I don't do anything like seriously doing it on my own accord. It's just, it does it for me, and I don't have to like do anything, because my social media accounts is meant for sharing my content, of course, but that's all that is. But back to the point is that today's time, I'm in the phase that I am in, I'm more of like, if you don't see my like, I believe in the idea of discovery, not in a way that you're like self-discovering kind of thing, like it's not like discovery of a new land. Well, you can call my channel a new land or a new market or something like that, like a new shop store thing. I used to compare channels as a store kind of thing. But yeah, I rely on discovering. Like, if somebody likes my content from one video and they started watching the whole series, then that's the pinpoint that I want to hit. Like, I want to hit that kind of thing where people are like interested in the channel because of some videos. I'm not going to rely on just sharing, because I don't believe in the idea that sharing will help anywhere, because there's a lot of other channels out there who are just like me, who are trying to share their content and stuff. But I choose not to share in my own accord. If you find my content, sweet, awesome. And you find my content interesting, then double sweet, that's great. And I would thank those who are interested in those kind of stuff, or thank those who are interested in my content that I've been making so far. And it wouldn't have been anything if I didn't have these games to play. I wouldn't be here if there was no games to be made, to be played. And I want to thank those companies who made these games and developers who made these games possible, that I can enjoy them. Even though if I make fun of them, I mean it sometimes, and sometimes I don't mean it, because some things just piss me off and some of them don't at all. So that happens sometimes. But nonetheless, I wouldn't be here if I wasn't playing any games, nonetheless. And I wouldn't be here if there wasn't any like other YouTubers that motivated me to who I am today, of course. And so, to end it off on that part, is that I rely on the channel to be in a discovering phase where people will find my channel out of the blue, either on YouTube search, YouTube recommendations, social media, else place that I say like, I have a channel, you want to check it out? Click here. Or my name is something, it has a channel, blah blah blah, like so on and so forth. If you are curious, be curious. That's how the channel works for me. But I'm not here to compete with anybody. I'm just here to just have fun, play games, and not be a serious sort of like YouTuber who's like looking for fame and fortune, because I don't really care for that kind of thing anymore. Used to, but not anymore. Just kind of like grown out of it already, because it's been 4 years, of course. But yeah, today's time we've hit about almost 850 almost, but not exactly there. We're almost hitting close to 200,000 views as of the point that I'm recording this, of course. And yeah, I mean, like we're already like hitting 2,800 videos on the channel. We've got 2,800 videos on the channel, including the ones from Pulley456 would make it like about over already by a little bit. But nonetheless, I've been making content. I've been putting so much videos up there on the channel that probably somebody could watch it for years and years to come. And I'm constantly still putting them up because I enjoy playing games. The purpose of me putting content is not to overdo my things. Like, I'm not trying to overwhelm the viewer. I'm trying to put them out because I want to finish these games, because I love playing games, and the only way to finish them is by putting out these content as quickly as possible, trying to push them out so you guys can probably see what I'm doing currently, because I know I play them in one sitting sometimes, and then I'm like, I have a bulk of them. I don't like them sitting. I like completing things, and I'm semi or a completionist kind of guy, but that's how it is to me when I do my YouTube videos as well. Like, I like completing my stuff. I don't like leaving things unhooked sometimes, and usually if it gets too long of a point, I realize that I need to really actually concentrate on that. Hence the reason why that's that, of course. But yeah, that's the case for that scenario in the present day for today. And then I want to end it off with the future, of course, for the channel. So the future is probably, I don't want to say it's gloomy, and I won't say that it is happy in a sense. I don't think the future is happy for this channel, and I don't think this channel is going to a gloomy state in the future. I think this channel is just sort of my side project. If you enjoy it, you can see it in your perspective and how you feel about it, and yeah, it's just that. I just believe in that idea that just if you see the channel in your perspective and you believe it's happy or sad, then that's up to you to decide, depending on how you feel. I mean, everyone has their own feelings towards people's content, and I feel like mine's is sort of like in between, because it's not the purpose of hurting people, and it's not the purpose of having people to enjoy how I play. Like, I want people to just enjoy the game in general. Like, if they know this game, they like the game, and that's how it is usually run off of from viewers that are watching. So yeah, anyways, the future, of course, is based that this is not 100% my career. On YouTube is not my career, of course, but it is my side hobby. I do this for fun. If I want to play a game that I have in my mind, I will play it here on the channel. If I don't like play a game on the channel and I play it off my own time, that's only because I wanted to, because I'm bored, or that I just wanted to just try it out because people recommended it to me already. Like, tons of people would recommend me something, and I would eventually play it, because Life is Strange is one of them that tons of people were recommending that it's great, it's good, it's awesome, and I started playing it, and it was downright fine. It was great. It was an awesome game, and it still is awesome in my mind. But yeah, in the future, I am learning to be a game developer currently, and it will push forward that my career will be most likely game developing, either in a AAA studio or an indie studio. But I don't think I'm going to do indie immediately. I'd rather stick with AAA first to learn from the big guys and see the bulk of what the big games are made out of, and then see the whole process and such, so I can learn it and understand it. And if I have time for YouTube, then I will do it. If I got my job, my career set straight, and if I find that I have time for so-and-so day, I'll record and upload the video as I can. If I don't, then I don't. I just don't do anything. I just let the channel sit idly and like kind of not say anything. And that's probably what it is to what I think is going to be the future for this channel of RozaldVaneGAME. But I'm for sure not going to leave this inactive forever. I'm not going to like say I gave up YouTube channel and I'm just going to be like deleting it the next day kind of thing. No, I don't want that. I will always constantly keep looking out to see if there's anything problematic on the channel. Like, there's a copyright problem, that I try to fix that. If there's like a comment that shows up on the channel, I would love to respond to it. I don't mind whatever comment it is. Usually I have a lot of spam bots, so I usually just try to clean that up so people can see the actual people who are talking instead of spammy stuff. Again, I always keep mentioning this to bots or something, whatever it is. A real human who's probably thinking of something, like they have their own channel and they think spamming is great. Don't. Please don't. And I mean, my About tab literally says something about that. Like, just it's kind of there. Of course, I will always read the thing, and I always will not like leave it without attention, of course. But if it's a comment that I know that's like human, then I'm fine, totally fine. But yeah, that would be that for the conversation of the 4-year anniversary. And I want to again thank you guys for following me through the 4 years. If you have stuck with me for 4 years, if you haven't stuck with me for 4 years, then cheers for one more year extra to get to the 5th year, and cheers for you guys for joining me for a year, I guess, if you guys stay that long or become patient, or if patient for my content, if that's the case. But nonetheless, thank you, and hope to reach to the 5th year in no time at all, I guess. I don't know. I don't really want to rush the 5th year, but I do feel happy that there's going to be a 5th year for this channel eventually, and looking forward to it. Nonetheless, we're moving on to the updates of the channel. I need to use this time to update the channel because there is a bunch of updates, or somewhat of an update for the channel. There are 2 updates, in fact, actually, that I know of that I need to point out right off the bat. And the first update is the series. So there's a bunch of games that I'm still currently playing. Hands down, I'm gonna start off with Fallout 4 and Witcher 3. These guys are not gonna end anytime soon. They're continuing indefinitely until their actual game ends. Like all the side quests that I feel like are done for me, then I'll finish them and such. And then Final Fantasy X will take a long time because this game is seriously big for me, because it's kind of like, it takes a lot more time because it needs a lot of grinding and it needs a lot of RPGing kind of thing. So I need to probably like take more time into that. But besides those 3, there's a bunch of other series that I'm working on that has an ending that's viably reachable by the end of the summer, or if not by the end of the summer, then the next break that I have, like winter break. And that is Prey. Prey is closing in on its end. It's just up for me to decide when I want to end it, because the main story stuff is already there. Like the ending is literally right in my face, but I'm choosing not to touch it because I'm like, I don't know, kind of thing. It's like I want to do all the side quests and find all the dead bodies and such. And I'm literally not kidding. Finding all the dead bodies. I'm not kidding. There's people that get lost and they're dead. You gotta find the bodies and they get checked in the game. So that's probably what I wanted to do, and I wanted to finish the side stuff, of course. There's also Watch Dogs 2, which also has a bunch of DLC operations or side quests that I had to deal with. That also is contributed to taking my time away from the main story stuff, and yeah, that's mainly that. Like, it's just the DLC stuff and the side quest stuff that always distract me from finishing Watch Dogs 2 overall. And then I have the online stuff, of course, to deal with after that whole ordeal of the game. Moving on to the next set of games that are that I'm working on. Borderlands 2, yes, definitely. Borderlands 2 is also seen to be closing its doors soon because it has 2 more DLCs. As of this time that I'm recording, or as of this time that I'm recording, yeah, as of the time I'm recording right now, it is currently 2 DLCs left and a few more missions in the Sir Hammerlock DLC. And I need to go back to the main story stuff to finish up whatever side stuff is there. I also need to go back to the Bad Attitude DLC to clear out the tier 3 missions, side quest missions, because those are the ones that are annoying as hell, but pretty much like something I need to do eventually. And I still need to explore the Digistruct Peak, which all of this culminates to X amount of time. I don't know how much it will take. It probably might take about, the DLCs average out to like 8+ hours or 7+ hours, and so it's like about 14 hours, and then the other stuff included would be like 3 hours ish, so probably around like 20 more hours, and 20 more hours is like, yeah, I record like 1 hour per week, so it's gonna be like another 20 weekends or something, 20 days before I can even finish it. So it's not gonna probably be finished by this summer, but it might finish by the winter break time if I can put more hours into Borderlands 2. But nonetheless, Borderlands 2 is also ending soon because there's not much left to deal with eventually, so that's that. And then we got 2 of the series that are gonna end very soon. Oh, actually, one more before we go into those 2. Batman Arkham City. Yes, Batman Arkham City is also another game that I am currently working on. This one has an end as well. It's just I'm slowly getting there. It's not as quick as the other guys are, but it's slowly getting there. Side objectives, again, distracts me a lot, but then again, it's also easy to do most of them already because there's not a lot to deal with there. But yeah, that's Batman Arkham City. We can finish that in no time at all, like probably by the end of the summer. But the one I want to look at here is the 2 final games that I have been working on. Assassin's Creed 2. So starting off with this, we're technically done. like by the time of this recording, there's only like about 2 more videos, including today. There's another video that's coming up. That's the second to last video for the series, and so I'm already done with Assassin's Creed 2 basically, and it's up for me for starting the next series, which is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and I want to try to get Brotherhood done before Origins come out, because I know Origins is a big thing for me in my mind, because I really want to play Origins so badly. It's something that it's unique to me, because Assassin's Creed has taken a hiatus for the first time in a while, and now they're showing something big, really big for us. So I really want to get that into the channel for a little bit and then complete it by the next summer or something like that. But nonetheless, yeah, Brotherhood is the next series that's going to replace Assassin's Creed 2. And now the second series that I am closing in on finishing is Life is Strange Season 1. Season 1 of Life is Strange is almost over. I just need one more episode, which is by the next weekend we will be, or by this coming weekend, is going to be the end of Season 1 of Life is Strange. And the one that will replace this game is, of course, I just like blurted out by a little bit, is The Walking Dead Season 3, actually. I already finished Season 1 and Season 2 and the side story Michonne. If you haven't seen those guys, they're on the channel. You guys can check them out. It's been a pretty old series that I've probably played for a long time ago. But yeah, I finished them on my old stuff on my laptop. 2 of them were, the Season 1 and Season 2 were on my laptop, so the quality wasn't that great, but that's fine. I mean, it's still viewable in a sense. Minus episode 4 of Season 2, I believe, like part 4, it was like I had to redo the episode because YouTube like deleted the other one, the original video, so of course I have to redo that part for that video, and that's why it was a little bit better quality wise. But yeah, Michonne is also from this has a better quality from this time around, so that's why I was able to have that running good. But yeah, nonetheless, Season 3 will be replacing Life is Strange Season 1. The following weekend after the Season 1 is all been released of Life is Strange. So I'm happy to finally end Season 1 of Life is Strange, because it's a great game. Nonetheless, it's been a crazy, adventurous ride, which I will always say, which I want to say is what I will experience at the end for the season of that game. Anything else in my mind? I don't know. Yeah, I think that's it. So the 2 new series that are coming up will be replacing those 2 series specifically, but new games that are coming into the store here to the channel, I will not say. I want to leave them as surprises. Some of them may be sequels or side spin-offs of a certain franchise that I've done. Like it could be Batman Origins Blackgate Deluxe Edition, or it could be Far Cry 4, which I recently purchased, Far Cry 4, Blood Dragon, or it could be I don't know, it could be anything, like, I don't know, sequels to games that I've played previously. The list goes on. I don't know which one I'm gonna choose first, but they will come. They will come. I even have noted recommendations from fellow viewers who said they wanted Friday the 13th, which I don't have money for right currently, so of course that's in my mind. Some kind of Hitman game, I also remember that comment. That's somewhere in my mind, but I don't know when currently. So that's also in the mix-up in the list of games I can just start anytime soon, but I just need to know timing-wise. Yeah, so that's basically that, I guess, for the first update. That's all of that first update right there. That's a huge chunk. Next update is the last update for today and in this RozVlog. So the last update is the front page of the channel. So if you guys haven't checked out my front page of the channel, or you probably did, it used to say ongoing or in progress series. That's one of the roles of like the series things. Like it tells you like what I'm doing right now or what I'm playing right now that is still going. So recently I removed the ongoing or portion of the game, of that series section, because it no longer, the reason behind it was because it no longer had any meaning for me, like the ongoing or portion. Now it's just in progress series, because it's just games that I'm actively in or that I'm actively looking into, but I will not be able to continue it until I have the time for it or have the feeling to finish it. The reason why I got rid of the ongoing portion is because most of the ongoing games are just multiplayer games that I don't, or I can't finish on my own, because some of those games need multiplayer games. Like, they need multi-people to play. Like, they need more than one person to play. Since Bio has been busy and there's no other person left to play with, I always seem to have very little chances to continue those series. So I decided that I should eliminate them from the ongoing series and stuff and put them in the completed series, because they will be held as completed until the day I pick it up back up again, and then I'll move them up to the completed series, or the completed game series of that year that I recently uploaded videos for. But it will no longer be in the in-progress game series, unless it's something that I can play alone and such, that could be finished on my own accord. But nonetheless, that's the thing, if you guys were wondering. If somebody is asking, why is Gmod horror map in the completed games of 2017, then point them to this video and timestamp if you want, but if you don't, that's fine. But like, nonetheless, yeah, that's the reason why. It's not that I don't want to continue playing Gmod Prop Hunt, it's not that I don't want to continue playing Gmod TTT. I love them a lot, but it's just I don't have enough people to play them. So yeah, there's no suggestion under that either. I always think about joining a community and playing with them, but then I'm like, it feels weird. At the same time, I had to put in effort and time to figure out if it's the right community for the channel, or the right community for me to push this kind of content from and stuff like that. So that's probably what it is to me, so whatever. But yeah, that's the end of the updates. Thank you guys for watching this RozVlog. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you guys haven't. What else is there? Hope to see you guys in the next RozVlog or another video of mine, and hope you guys have a great, amazing day, good night, or whenever you're watching this. Final note before I go on this RozVlog is that I will be going on another hiatus for after the August, I guess. Like, after August, I will be gone again, because I am going on hiatus to go back to school, learn game development, and I have to dedicate a lot of time to being in the game development sphere, because I can't put my attention elsewhere because of the fact that when I do, I get stressed out. I get really, really stressed out because I put too much attention into doing the grades and stuff like that, so that I don't want to lose myself in negativity in these videos. And I've done it clearly once, and it just didn't pan out correctly for me. So I just wanted to focus on school in that hiatus, and there will be a video going up to explain that I'm gone for the time being, and I'll come back for winter, wherever December is, and that will be the case there by the end of August. There's some more to say, but I don't have time, or I don't remember exactly what I want to say sometimes. But that's it for this RozVlog. If there's something I have to say, I'll warn you guys or tell you guys in some particular series or something. But yeah, looking forward to another RozVlog or something of the sort by the end of this August of 2017. And that's mostly it for this RozVlog. So thank you guys again for 4 years of anniversary for this channel. And again, hope to see you guys in the 5th year of the anniversary. But other than that, Roz,